So, let's hope it doesn't break again, shall we? You're all very welcome back, and hello, and how are you? Let's see if this shall work. So, yeah, uninstall the Windows updates and delete them, and then download them again and reinstall them, and scene 35, take 2, as Keen Leffert says. Okay, so we're kind of back. So if it crashes again, yeah, there's still more gin. But if it does decide to kind of say, ha ha ha, well then I'll probably bow out, and I'm half thinking of just doing a full reinstall of the sim. Because, you know, I had the alpha, then I had the beta, then I installed this, and this is pretty much the first install since the one prior to the release date. So even though it updates and it patches, there could be one or two files kind of hanging around causing the issues. So we shall see. So fingers crossed, keep the candle lit, and let's see what we can do. So many thanks for nearly all of you for hanging around, and sure, look, there's going to be new people here as well. So we are on the ground at Papa Alpha, Papa Golf, Petersburg. And we're going to head over to Sitka. Keen Leffert says, if ever in doubt, resort to gin. Waltons is here, good evening to you. Happy Friday, he says, I'll put the Child of Prague out. Mal Walt says, here we go again. Berko Flyer says, welcome back, I'm 4,000 feet above the field. Annalisa says, I won't take off my dancing shoes just yet. No, don't, keep them on. I have mine on as well. Victory dance, we shall see. Okay, so let's behave ourselves, Sim. Let's hope it all works, shall we? Altitude mode for this. So we're going to taxi out. I'm unsure is the issue... Please don't break, please don't break. Watch your head there, Johnny, don't mind us. I wonder is the issue down to the number of people's flying in the area? I have yet to rule that headache out. Captain Frank says, really enjoying the stream. I don't know how, it's failing miserably. Philip Reed says, welcome back. Just going to watch for the rest of the night. Philip, that's a safe thing to do. I wish I could do the same. Captain Frank says, oh, we already said that. Are you still on the North server? Yes. Ken Leffert says, I'm sick of hearing, what's another year? I need a new song. Yep. Yep. You should listen to Foster and Allen, My Uncle Mike. That's kind of the definition of this stream here tonight. Google it. Foster and Allen, My Uncle Mike. Hacker Gorman says, you'll never beat the Irish. Just, it's a level of stubbornness. But anyway, let's see how it all turns out. Hopefully there's no more, no more of them things. Because we must go on our flight now over to Sitka. So if you guys are just joining us, you're very welcome along. If you've been here since earlier on, apologies for the technical difficulties, but sure, look it wouldn't be a two-tone Murphy stream without something happening. So takeoff power is set. There's all sorts of flying going on. Ugh, it's grand. Don't mind any of this part. Hello, plane just sitting there. That's quite okay. There's about 50, we'll get up on that. Okay, so hopefully, and it's a lot of hope, everything works the way it should be. Wait to see, the internet will just go, yeah. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Bring our flaps back in here. Continue on our climb. Almost sort of kind of nearly. So we're going to go heading mode. We're going to set to 4,000 feet. We're going to go flight directors on, autopilot on, heading, V-speed, and up 500 feet per minute, please. That looks about right. We're looking good. Keep our climb power set, and let's see what happens. Kineffer says, MSFS doesn't like us on Friday nights. Probably not. But it's okay. Let's see if the numbers can venture back into the room. I really need to do something about the old stability of the sim. But, like, it'd be grand. It could be worse. I won't jinx it now, but it could be worse. Laros says, did you have to manually crank your PC? Just like a crank starting handle, and you have to give it socks, and then, yeah, it fires up. So we're very aware of a big mountain in front of us. Hopefully it's going to behave itself. Jim Oates is back. He says, all good, mate. Excellent. Many thanks, Jim. Thanks for sticking around, my friend. Okay, so after takeoff here, we're going to right turn it 90 degrees. Jamfjord says, North server still correct and right. So I can kind of anticipate if the thing is going to fail. And it's because I get massive stutters, and then I can kind of see what's happening. So as long as I don't see them massive stutters, I think we're going to be okay. This is phenomenal scenery here. Now I know we said 90 degrees, but kind of putting us close to the mountains over here. So we're going to tempt fate. I like this music. And let's just take in the scenery, shall we? The bad dog says, hi Murph, you should have my internet. The best Sky has to offer. Up and down like a bride's nightie. Welcome back, Andrew. Thanks for sticking around, my dude. Some of the guys are starting to follow us around here. I have to say it was worth it because this scenery is absolutely fantastic looking. We are indeed back. Tell your friends. We've just landed back. Look at the state of the view. Pyatt says, I don't have any friends. That's okay. You have all of us. Be sure to join us here in the channel and on Discord. Andrew Noble says, Sim Demons again. Yes. Yes. Jan Fjord says, heading to Sitka or the Scenic route? Oh, we're heading for Sitka whilst taking the Scenic route. What's the view like? Okay. So we're going to go left 90 degrees and go back over the field that way. Stay away from kind of the really, really tall terrain. If you know what I mean. It wouldn't be a two-ton Murphy stream without part 1, part 1.1, part 1.2, part 1.3, part 2, part 2.1, and so on. Vic says, have you seen the A380s in Flight Sim Dublin? No, I haven't. Sticky Rice says, we are all friends. That we are. We are a bunch of Flight Sim enthusiasts and aviation enthusiasts. Get our speed up here now as we continue our climb. Gus wants to know, or Goo944 ST1 wants to know, what's the cause of the crashes? Both this Friday and last Friday, the crashes are due to a Windows update, which is super annoying. So I have been in touch with Asobo and Microsoft about it, whereby if a Windows update is coming in on their system, they've got to do something that protects the sim itself from any of the background bugs. Now, to say I'm unsure is it 100% fixed, I haven't ruled out the sheer number of other not AI, but certainly the other users on the ground when the sim tries to load. It's trying to load in information being broadcast from the other multiplayer aircraft that don't necessarily agree with the core files in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. Now you might say, Murphy, what are you talking about? Some of the guys have ported over some of the older aircraft, and they could be flying in custom liveries. So the sim tries to generate a generic aircraft. That causes it causes problems, and they are aware of this causing problems. So I'm unsure, is it enough to kind of break the sim, but I most certainly won't rule it out. But it's grand. We'll figure it out as we go. We'll wing it. See what I did there? We're flying into the sunset here, and this is going to be spectacular coming into Sitka, I would think. GMAX says, is it fixed? I hope so. Am I online right now? Yes, I am. We have our posse behind us. Well, some of them. Well, we had. There's a couple of dudes over here. We've got a couple of more dudes down here at the airport. As we're flying here at 100 knots, just about to level off at 4,000 feet. Bring up our map here. So we're flying back over to the airport. We're going to hit that magenta line and then ramble straight over to Sitka. Eugene Donaghy is here, just tuned in from YYZ in Canada. Good afternoon to you, Eugene. Happy Friday, my dude. And you're very, very welcome along. So do hope you're all having a nice Friday. You're all very welcome along, both here on Twitch and on YouTube. Sure, what else would you be doing on a Friday night? I don't know, is the answer. Keen says, Murph, the music is too emotional. I am literally in a glass cage of emotion right now. It's pretty upsetting. Let's try some of this, shall we? Annalisa, keep those dancing shoes on. Tying them tighter. Then again, you have to ask the type of shoe. Is it like an Irish dancing shoe? Like a tap dancing shoe? God forbid, a ballet shoe? Or like a bowling shoe? I reckon we go with the bowling shoes. Look at the state of down there. Big old platforms with laces, with like fish bowls built into the platforms. Don't forget, guys, if you're new here, you're probably not at this stage, you're well used to the two-tone Murphy debacle. But I'd very much appreciate if you could like, subscribe, follow, and don't be shy. Be sure to say hey in the chat. I do my very best to read all the comments, questions, opinions. Just don't be an idiot. What heading? So we're just about to intercept our magenta line. We're now going to go to nav mode, for which the aircraft is following FMS data. So we're at a current heading of 246 degrees. It's going to turn us right ever so slightly. And I imagine we're going to sit on maybe 252 degrees. Disco stew. Oh yeah. Mark O'Gorman says, time to refill the glass. I approve. We're turning on course here, following our autopilot. Look at that. Isn't it just nice? I think it's nice. So we've got one or two guys in the background here. They're coming through the clouds as well. We've a good few guys actually catching up. I will bring my speed back a little bit. 259 degrees is our heading. And it's bumpy over the mountains. Altitude currently set to 4,000 feet. Kane Lafford with the fun fact: there are more dimples in a European golf ball than there are in an American McDonald's burger. So we had a question earlier on for our quiz. What goes up that never goes down? And of course the answer was your age. So here's another one for you, you crazy people. What gets wet the more it dries? What gets wet the more it dries? Captain Frank says, what fabulous scenery, love Alaska. I know, right? Absolutely phenomenal, beautiful looking. Beautiful. Andrew Noble says, I give you a like, Mr. Murphy. Let's hope everyone follows. Many thanks, Andrew. The answers are coming in thick and fast. What gets wet the more it dries? You got it. The answer is, of course, a towel. Well done. You're all geniuses. I virtually give you all a pat on the back. Give yourself a pat on the back and pretend it's a virtual two-tone giving you a pat on the back. Captain Frank says, or SpongeBob. Here's another one for you, because it is a night of this quiz stuff. What goes up a chimney down, but can't go down a chimney up? I should have like Jeopardy music. What goes up a chimney down, but can't go down a chimney up? Philip Breen says, oh, it's bumpy. Matthew Heeds is here. Good evening to you, Matthew. He says, well, bud, how's it going? It's going better now, my friend. We had a debacle of a sim crash due to a Windows update again, but we seem to have gotten over it. Get over it, get over it, as Roy Keane would say, but we're going well. Sim are super bad, really bad, but it works now. I got it working, super great. Bad Dog says, I like the face of the plane. It reminds me of Thomas the Tank. It's looking decent, I will give it that. Bad Dog is in there with an answer. Is he right? Is he not right? Philip Reed says, is the answer me after lockdown? Captain Frank says, Santa with too much whiskey. Good guess. Colonel says, why won't it allow you to install it on your PC? Install what, my dude? What goes down a chimney up? Well, hang on. What? Oh yeah. What goes up a chimney down, but can't go down a chimney up? Flight Simulator. No, it's installed, dude. It crashes every now and again, and it's mainly due to Windows updates. Now it could be my machine. Due 944 ST1. And Bad Dog. And there goes a jet. Captain Frank says air. Geomax says smoke. Big smoke. The answer is, of course, drum roll, an umbrella. Well done to the Goo and to Bad Dog for getting that one. So, sitrep, current heading is 259 degrees. We're at 4,000 feet, travelling at 104 knots. All is looking kind of okay for the moment. As we continue on here, we're roughly 37 minutes away from our destination. A little less bumpy as we enjoy this beautiful scenery here in Alaska. And I'm really happy about this because over in the X-Plane world, Alaska was, well, it was needing. There wasn't much of it at all. That's beautiful looking. Daniel is here. He says, fly over Finglas on a Friday night. Are you mad? We're over the far side of the planet tonight, Daniel, but if you want to check out some other videos on YouTube, we've done quite a bit over the Finglas area. And don't worry, we'll be flying back in the Emerald Isle soon again. We'll go for the exterior shots, shall we? That plane has a little happy face. It's like myself, it's happy to be anywhere. Pretty cool looking. But like the modeling work and texture work, like, you know, I'm a big kind of dude when it comes to the finer details of aircraft, especially with X-Plane. But this guy just looks super happy. Jake Body says, I had to leave. That's too bad, Jake. So this is our current location in the world. If we zoom out, this here is Sitka. This here is Petersburg. We're continuing on our flight. We got some dudes behind us here. They can probably slow it down a bit, Murph. Let the guys catch up with us here. Kane Leffert says, only 14 minutes until it's 248 days to the Eurovision. Andrew is flying at 120 knots. You'll catch me, don't worry. Champ Fjord says, okay, just start my laptop. Couldn't see you. Going to try and catch up. No problem, my dude. Don't forget, you can spawn in the air, guys. So when you're back in your home screen with the map, you'll probably see us all flying. Just click on our location or just ahead of it, boot in the sim, and yeah, it should work. Just make sure you have your mixture and throttles set because the plane will start flying. G-Max says, I spawned on you. It wasn't very nice, it wasn't very polite, but it's okay. The simulated horror. Daniel's here, he says, how do I join? Only got FS 2020 yesterday. Okay, so if you jump into, obviously start to sim, select the location which we're flying. So if you want to spawn in PASI Airport or Papa Alpha Sierra India, that's Sitka, and you can kind of just do a couple of laps. We'll be with you there shortly. Make sure you have your multiplayer settings to all, and make sure under your username on the top right it says North Europe server. You might have to manually select it, and you should see us. So the guys are starting to catch up on us rather. Man, that gin is working. Yeah, you're starting to catch up. Look at the state of the views in front. Oh, look at Alaska. Champion says Alaska, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Jam says I should work for the tourist board. Welcome to Alaska. It's not too shabby. It's incredible out here. GMAC asks, can we do Lukla? We will at some stage, yes. Keen says, you know the gin is working when Murph is complimenting the graphics of the game. sorry, Sim. Annalisa says, imagine that poster. I know, right? Andrew Noble says you need the 207 Skywagon. I agree. I would love to see that in the sim. Hello, peoples. Hello, more peoples. You've all caught up. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so quick sit rep. Let's check our fuels here, shall we? So we're quite low on our left tanks. And we're kind of okay in the right tank. So we're going to swap over our tanks here. So let's hope you don't break this one now, Murph. Select right fuel tank. And we're going good. Nobody Expects is here. He says, evening, Murph. Good evening to you. Nobody Expects. Happy Friday. Hope you had a pleasant week, my friend. As you do in a TBM, just belt on, go straight ahead. So we can pick up a bit of speed now because the gang have caught up. Goo asks, do you have a new gamer tag in the game? It should be D2Tone Murphy. But again, once you have your multiplayer set to all players and you're on the North Europe server, which would be under your own gamer tag, select server, make sure you're online, you should be able to see me. So it's very important you select all players, not offline or group, it's all players, it's the middle option. And on the right hand side, up the very top right hand side of your screen where your gamer tag is, select that, make sure it's online, and the second drop down, manually select the North Europe server. That should put you in with us. And these guys, well, there they are. Gonna slow it down a little bit just to let the lads catch us. We're doing around 92 knots. GMAX says, I have you as a friend, so put me on the North Europe automatically. Oh, that's kind of handy. Always handy when it does that. Good says, I can see the whole group you're flying with except you. Oh. Well, that's okay. I am here, I hope. Stalker PT says, same here, see the group, not you. Oh. There might be two groups. We're nearly halfway. Daniel says, do you have a PPL or are you just a simmer, Murph? I joined after 2 weeks ago, doing a cadet program at Stobart Air for my CPL. Nice one, dude. That's fantastic news. No, I am a simmer. Just a simmer. I have a handful of hours in a 172. I went about getting my PPL a couple of years ago. It's kind of on hold. I haven't flown in about a year. COVID mainly to thank for that. But definitely something I want to pick it up. Philip Breen says, if you're too far away, the name doesn't appear, so maybe that's just it. It happens to me until I'm closer. Yeah, possibly, dude. This is some nice flying here, fellas. Real nice. Walton's here beside. Apparently he can't see you either. Hey, how's it going? Daniel says, "Dude, man, you'd be a great pilot." Well, I don't know. I do like flying though, but it has to be somewhat calm. I'm not a fan of the whole rough and tumble stuff, and it's not a scary thing. It's just kind of a travelling thing. But Daniel, seriously, best of luck to you, man. That's going to be fantastic. One of the other guys in the channel, Miguel, he's doing a lot of flying as well. Keen Lefford asks, "What's the most scenic place you've flown so far in Microsoft Flight Sim?" This is definitely up there. This scenery is amazing looking. A lot of the Irish scenery is quite good as well. GMAX says, "I'm joining right now." Cool. Daniel says, "Turbulence should be fun on the HER 72. Oh yeah. Annalisa says, "The scenery over the Canary Islands isn't great, to be honest." Oh, that's a pity. I was hoping to do a flight down to Tenerife. But that's okay. We'll do it the next time. Goose says, "Can you turn on the nameplates so we can see if we're all together?" I can, but I'm not going to. The last time I went to go about nameplates, it crashed. The bus with wings, says Daniel. So we do have some peoples with us. Annalisa says, "Please don't make me get up again." Andrew Monica says, 1,500 feet. I'm up here at 4,000. Godness here landed at Fuerteventura, coming in from Marrakesh earlier. Was a lovely sunset flight. A nice one, dude. King Lefford says, "You should do multiple streams where you fly to the capitals of each country." Yeah, I most certainly will. So right now I'm you know, like a lot of the videos I'm making, like I'm trying to do one for each of the 32 counties of the island of Ireland, just to show them off. But it'll move on swiftly to start covering a couple of capitals. Then I'm going to go after a lot of the landmarks and other bits and pieces. The faster aircraft have definitely catched up, or catched up. That's great vocab, Murph. They caught up. Jimmo says, now drinking 2 bottles of hydrogen and a large dram of, is it Bavany? A 12-year-old Scotch, hence not flying again. That's quite okay, Jim. I'll try and look after the flying for you. You sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Nobody Expects says, how do you feel about the new 3070 and 3080 giving much better performance at well under half the price of the 2080 Ti? Bit of a kick in the teeth from Nvidia. It kind of is. So if Nvidia don't give some sort of a super duper patch for the 2080 Ti to optimize it and do something about its kind of the Founders Edition cooling, yes, it is a major kick. And it is what it is. You know, people are complaining about performance issues with Microsoft Flight Sim. Microsoft knew what was coming. They probably knew the leap forward from the graphics card manufacturers were going to make. And also AMD they're just about to release a new processor. They're just about to release a new graphics card. We got our 10th generation of the Intel CPUs, and now we have the new RTX 3000 series. So there's been a huge step this year in the hardware capabilities. And if you're like me and you have a 2080 Ti and you're just going to be kind of sour, but it's okay. Like, it's still a very good card. Don't get me wrong. And like, I went from a 1080, and that wasn't a 1080 Ti. That was just a GTX 1080 up to an RTX 2080 Ti. So I'm happy enough with the performance boosts I've got. Not necessarily happy with the dollar to performance ratio. But I am happy because I pretty much doubled my frames in any other game or sim I use. But my intention will be to pick up the 3090. Maybe not this year though, because like they're going to be hard to get. Prices are going to be up there. So I might wait till after the holidays. GMAX says, are you in real time? No. So I'm kind of going for the sunset landing here. Just to see what it all looks like, really. Jimmo says the HP Reverb G2 VR headset also coming out in 2020. It is a great year for gaming indeed. It absolutely is. Yeah, that Reverb, the new one, that's being developed alongside Microsoft Flight Sim. They're working with Asobo and Microsoft. That's going to be amazing. And when you have the capabilities of the new graphics cards, it's going to be a game changer. So we have a lot of water to travel over for a while as we go across the bay. Then we come into some serious mountains and then down the far side into Sitka. I have to say I'm very pleased with our destination for this evening. Beautiful scenery here. Double checking our fuel here. Annalisa asks, is everyone else still having issues with the autopilot? Yep. They're still there, I'm afraid. We'll give it a couple of days. They reckon they should have a patch out in about 10 days or within 10 days. And they have addressed all the issues they're aware of, and they're going to give some improvements to them. Out of fuel. Ouch. Gu asks, can you also check the fuel by looking up and looking at the wing connects to fuselage? Yes, you can. So you have your fuel tank on the right hand side. And, oh, move it across here, Murph. You have your fuel on your left hand side. Hang on. Okay, that's really strange. There you go. And that's cool because, like, it moves. Which is awesome. So we have mountains ahead. Philip Breen says, Murph, is there time for me to join, or are you landing and going off? Philip, there is time for you to join. If you want to start off in Sitka, do a couple of circuits, and then once I get down there, we'll record a couple of landings coming in. Colonel Fork is back. He says, Episode 2, the Murph, the Murph Fire Strikes Back. Many thanks, Colonel. It's yeah, it wouldn't be a two-tone Murphy stream without well, a bit of crack. Joseph Gambino says, hi Murph, we're heading towards PASI. Nice. We're not far behind you. We're about 15 minutes out. Just about to hit this kind of island thing, and we've got big mountains ahead of us. Should be fun to navigate. I imagine we'll have to climb somewhere around 5,000 feet, possibly. Or we might just wing it and see what happens. So, who's here with us? We got a few guys. Colonel Fork says, I joined the flight, but I'm assembling my new chair. Dude, I'm delighted you got a new chair. Happy new chair, my friend. Justin Gambino says, great, we will see you there, my friend. Nice. Huzzah! Huzzah is very underused in modern society. Maybe. It's used quite a bit in Europe, I'd say. Look at the state of this. This is fantastic looking. So let us check our map here. There's a bit of a valley in this way we can go. But I think we're okay. Barker Gomer says, nice tune. Justin Gambino says, heading 256 at 5,000 feet. 258 is my heading. I'm at 4,000 feet, but agree, I think I might have to climb. 5,000 gone in, vertical speed, we'll climb 500 feet per minute. Add in a bit of power here to maintain our speed. Sticky Rice says, hey everyone, I just found out there's a version 10 of deliveries. Cool. Okay, so we've got like a massive mountain ahead of us through the clouds. So we can dip right or dip left. And it's getting bumpy and dangerous, so I reckon we're going to dip to the right hand side. Oh, it's getting bumpy. We're going to go to heading mode to avoid the big massive mountain ahead of us. We can kind of see it there through the clouds. Is there enough space in Sitka to land an F-18? There should be. Awesome pilot Michael is here. Good evening. He says, flying vigorously true. All of you at the moment. Hoping to join you next time. Saturday maybe. Yeah, maybe, yeah. The Berker Flyer says you need 7,000 feet. Terrain. Terrain, says Annalisa. 7,000 feet, you say. Let's go for 600. Let's see if we can climb at this level. I think we're okay. Look at that. Quick look behind us. Hey guys. It's kind of bumpy here. The way it emerged from the clouds, lovely jubbly. Yeah, just at times, like, pick your jaw up off the ground. Like, sometimes it just looks amazing. Jim Oates says, good night all, calling it a day, cheers and catch up on the next one. Jim Oates, many thanks for joining us here tonight. We most certainly will catch you on the next one. You have a good day and we'll see you next time. We're about 15 nautical miles out as we try and navigate through. We're kind of above all of this, so we're kind of grand for the minute. There's nothing really ahead of us that's going to cause too many problems. We should hope. Brian Spain is here. He says, hey Murph, just turned 35 as of midnight, in the process of building my first PC in 10 years. Thanks for the inspiration to get back into the hobby. Love the videos, dude. Well, Brian Spain, happy birthday. And thank you so much for the kind and lovely message, my dude. And Yeah, what a thing to say. I'm really happy that you're inspired to get back into flight sim. Bartman says the scenery is stunning. Andrew Bonica asks, how come I don't see any clouds on mine? Well, I have mine set to few clouds. Look at the state of that view. I keep saying that, but like, look at it. Andrew says, I flew over my house and many other airports that I flew in real life. It's amazing how detailed everything is. Absolutely. And like, this is out of the box scenery. Like, this isn't enhanced in any way. This is all default. So that in itself is amazing. So we're holding 6,000 feet. Seems to be good enough. I'm going to make a left turn here. We're going to follow on this kind of valley here. Okay, so quick sit rep, check fuel. Left just under 15. Right about the same. So equal fuel tanks. It's always a good sign. And continue on with our left turn here. We're good to start descending. I'm going to select 5,000 feet. V-speed. Down 500 feet per minute. So 5,000 feet set, descending at 500 feet per minute. Current heading of 238 degrees. We'll make another adjustment shortly. And yeah, this looks pretty. See the guys here in the distance? Continue our descent. Going to set it for 3,000 feet. Tarso says, so beautiful. It really is, isn't it? Like the last time I flew up here in a sim would have been over on FSX, and that's a long time ago. Philip Breen says, I'm not going to lie, I love the sim. I've only dabbled in FSX, but this is a whole new level for me. It really is. It's absolutely stunning. So we see Sitka below here with the runway. If you guys want to do some pattern work, it's up to you. We'll try and get down and record a couple of landings coming in. A little bit tricky now. As I said, the runway is pretty much on the verge, so if you go off the runway, you're going to be in trouble. Ryan Spain says, thanks for the birthday messages, dude. What vintage aircraft would you like to see in Flight Sim? I'd give a kidney for a decent Boeing 3 and 4. Cool. Kenneth Naughton says, I think Gibraltar would be fun to land at. I agree. And like zero visibility, huh? Sticky Right says, hey Murph, thanks for the awesome stream. I had a blast. But you know, as a married man, we lose our freedom of navigation. Hope you can stream again this weekend. Many thanks, Sticky Rice. We'll catch you on the next one, my dude. Okay. Waltons has just landed. It does look nice down there. Okay. We'll turn our face cam on for dramatic effect for the landing to see if we don't make an absolute, I don't know, cat's pajamas out of it. We're still quite high, so we're descending here fairly sharpish. Speed is starting to come down here as well. This is beautiful scenery, isn't it? We probably won't make this turn, so we'll just continue on this heading, let the altitude drop, and then we'll just circle around and rumble in again. The difference between this and FSX is just like, what? Crazy good.
Hey, good morning.
Right, Shaw 17 is now following. Many thanks, my dude. Happy Friday to you. Really appreciate the follow. Okay, so we're going to go right 90 degrees. We're getting our altitude right down now. The reflections are just amazing.
Appreciate the
757 Spies raiding with a party of 77. Holy humbugs. Hello everyone from 757 Spies stream. I hope you had a good one, my dude. You're all very welcome along. Happy Friday. Hope you're all keeping well. Hexu is now following. Many thanks, my dude. So guys, if you're just joining us, we're landing here at Sitka over in Alaska. Many thanks for the follow, Vitor. Yeah, so we've been flying around Alaska for most of tonight, and this area was back in the good old FSX days. Many thanks, Matt, for the follow. And yeah, I was blown away with the scenery back in FSX, and here on Microsoft Flight Sim, it's absolute nuts. Many thanks, Zach, for the follow as well. You timed it all well. We're just about to do a sunset landing into Sitka.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
And we'll see what we can do. It'll either be good, bad, or indifferent. Many thanks, Brian Spain, for becoming a member as well.
Hey, good buddy.
Cheers, my dude. This always happens when I'm landing. Grust85 is now following. Many thanks, my dude. Happy Friday to you. So we can see the runway over here on our right-hand side. We are in the X-Cub.
Hey, good buddy.
Spuddy is now following. Really appreciate it, dude. Thank you so very, very much. Hope you had a good stream tonight, Spy. And I hope you guys are enjoying your Friday. So yeah, I remember in FSX, it was one of the landing missions, Sitka approach, and I remember this from years ago. I was blown away. It was just like, whoa, look at this, and talk about reliving that feeling. Because whoa, look at this. If you crash, the bear will eat your happy place. It's grand. It's totally fine. If it's a matter of fighting a bear or saving the pint, we'll fight the bear. Okay. So with this runway, if you guys are unsure where we are, it's Papa Alpha Sierra India, or Sitka, which is in Alaska. And the runway is challenging only because, well, you have very little room for error, as you can see from both sides of it.
500.
So you just don't want to get it messed up. And, any bit of a crosswind, it's going to get absolutely crazy. So yeah, so we'll ramble in on our approach here. We have a couple of people flying with us on multiplayer. So we get down onto the ground, and let's check out their landings, shall we? As there's someone coming straight for us. Run away, run away. So, runway 29 it is. Now we got plenty of runway here, so we'll probably float it in just to get down to the terminal, as we have a poor old weather sock in the water. That's okay. It doesn't mind. So just coming up over the field, bit of a stutter there. That'd be Murphy's Law. Gently does it. We don't need flaps. The runway is absolutely massive. Hold the old nose up here, shall we? Lead a bit of speed. You gotta love uncontrolled airports. Alrighty, welcome to Sitka. Tail wheel is now on the ground. You have to be really gentle with your brakes, because this thing is an absolute devil for tipping over. It's like tipping cows, only worse. It's a little plane. We are most definitely on the ground here. There's all sorts of mad flying going on. So we're just going to exit the runway down here. And then we're going to check out these guys with all their fancy flying. Can they land it? As graceful? Well, I wasn't as graceful as a swan. I was as graceful as a cow. Or a bull. Or a something. But it's all good. Ah, tasty beverage. It's Dingle Gin, by the way, if you guys ever heard of Dingle Gin. It's like normal gin, but it's made in Dingle, County Kerry. Which is all good. So we shall ramble over to the side here. Don't break it now, Murph. We were doing so well. And all these lovely people came in to see some sort of a decent stream. No pressure. Okay, we're off the runway and we're just abandon the plane. It's totally fine. Okay, so go around. Wait till we get our camera set up. So park and brake coming on. And we can go ahead now and shut down this aircraft. So get our strobes and landing lights off. They were all okay. Avionics master, turn our mags off, which they are. Mixture out and battery off. Cool. Okay, do we have cameras working? Yes, we do. So quick change needs to happen. We're going to turn on the traffic plates so we know who's here and what they're doing. And you guys in chat, well, your job is to rate the landings. And that seems like a good plan. And we have a soundtrack for this. Okay, down to the end of the runway we go, at speed. Runway 29er is open. Will disappear me. Who wants to be looking at me anyway? So we have to ask what's going to happen as Dreadfan is coming in at speed. Bit of a bounce, but that's okay. Merlin Fire looking good in the Cessna. Remember guys, keep your spacing. There's so many. Formed Meteor 48 coming in at a TBM. I hope your gear is down and it's just not a glitch. Please be a glitch. Nicely done though. Don't forget guys, in the chat, be sure to pass your comments out of 10. 0 being horrendous, 10 being utterly smooth. Like I'm talking margarine on the runway. And if you are new here, shameless plug, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. As Stalker, bit of a bounce, but it's fine, right? No one else saw that, Stalker. It's quite okay. Say nothing to no one. So we appear to have a group of guys coming in together. The Burko Flyer. The approach is looking good. And Phil Breen coming in right behind you. We'll follow you down the runway, guys. It's pandemonium. Phil Breen. Phil Breen. Ah, nicely done. Nicely done. That's got to be up there. That's like at least an 8. Nicely done with the 152 empty bikini. SD Bama rambles in. Burn Stew is now following. Many thanks, my dude. Appreciate the support. Walton says it's a 9 for Phil. And Elisa says 8 out of 10. I didn't see nothing. Here comes Jacques 691. Made it look real easy as Glum Tapestry and WB1 coming in behind. Nice work at the TBM there. You guys are just kind of showing off now. One K9. Nicely done. Safely onto the ground and no one has dipped into the water. So who have we got coming in? We have Congenial T coming in. Dreadfan is there. Joe Tech 5. And Papa Joe B. All inbound. I take it was an F-18, but it looked like a Piper. Here comes Papa Joe. Bit of a bounce, but it was nice. The cameras are a little bit shaky, but we'll get used to them. Joytech 5 coming in. Jam Fjord coming in as well. This is looking good. He lines up the approach. Center line. Nicely done, my dude. Oh, there's butter. Really nicely done. We have Stalker PT1 coming in, Lunar Orbit, and Dreadfan. It's looking decent. And Elisa gives it an 11 out of 10. Looks like a dual landing. Lunar Orbit and Stalker PT1. Nice, nice, nice. Dreadfan 38. Nice work, my friend. Be careful of the brakes. They can be a doozy. One K9 coming back in again. Grolly's there in the background, as is Val Da. Cat says, by the way, I'm Jacques in the game. Cool, dude. It's mountain biking rules. Mountain biking rules. That makes more sense. Mount Bikini. 1K9, not too bad, bit of a bounce, but well, you're down. Here comes Grolly. Don't forget, guys, we stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and multiplayer is pretty much that's what happens. We do a bit of a flight, and anyone is welcome to join in as we pick different locations anywhere really in the world. Here comes Grolly. I take it you're in like something other than a beach. As Val. Val is losing a lot of altitude, but it's okay. He's holding on tight. Oh dear. Val is in trouble, but that's okay. Look at the amount of planes. So, welcome to Sitka, everybody. As we're waiting on Val. Oh no, Grolly! Grolly. You poor old devil. We'll send that letter to your loved ones. Grolly died a hero. You can do it, Val. No pressure, my friend. Kenan Naughton says, I was in a Kit Fox. Cool. As a hush comes over the crowd. Okay, Val. It's now or never. It's all up to you. Is that like go around power? Oh dear. Oh dear. Pull up. Crunch. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, at least we made it. Well, most of us made it, which is a good sign. Rest in peace landing gear, rest in peace tarmac, rest in peace aeroplane. Well guys, that's it for a night of streaming. I want to thank you all so very, very much for coming in. My thanks to 757 Spy for the raid. And to everyone from his stream, thank you all so very much. Many thanks for all the new follows and subscribes and the donations and what we got earlier on. Yeah, absolutely awesome. So yeah, a night of nights. Let's try and figure out the streaming demons and work on our updates for Microsoft Flight Sim. I hope you guys all enjoyed yourselves tonight. I'll try and do another stream hopefully tomorrow, Saturday. I like the bonus Saturday streams. Let's see how we go. But until the next time, thank you all so very, very much. Don't forget, oh, before we go, we have a Discord. So if you guys are new here and you're interested on kind of generic flight sim stuff, be it help or advice, or you want to share some videos or pictures, or just want to have the chat, there's a Discord link gone into the chat there now. So yeah, be sure to check out over there. So that's it. Go home now. Away with you. You have things to do. It's Saturday. It is now Saturday. It's nearly Friday. Now, before we all actually leg it, because we're in the mood of kind of raiding streams, let's see, can we raid a channel? Is there anyone here tonight? As we have another follow coming in. Garner99, many thanks, my dude. Okay, that's it, we're done. Peace, love, and see you the next time. Good night.